believe that Silky Saws has combined the world's best-selling handsaw, the Zubat, and combined it with the Silky Sugoi, the tree tiger, to make a handsaw that is full of grunt. So if you know what I'm talking about with the Tim the Toolman episode, this is the Tim the Toolman grunt.
Yes, that's right. This is an amazing new saw from Silky Saws Japan. Now, you might be wondering why they've produced a new saw. There are so many saws already in the Silky range. Well, that's what we're here today for.
Can't have too many though.
No, exactly. It's a Silky. Can't possibly have too many, and definitely not own too many. But we're here to break the specs down for you, introduce this new saw, and let you know how it fits in the range and if this is the next saw that you need to purchase.
Yes, that is right, a new saw. And here it is, the Sugoi 330. So you have the original Sugoi 420, the original Sugoi 360, and they have just had a baby brother, the Sugoi 330. So it has had a little bit of a makeover, looking a little bit more shinier, a little bit more yellower.
The younger one always has to look a bit more spiffy than the others.
Yeah, it is. So we're here to talk about the specs, why would you use it, and what saws it can be compared to.
Yeah, so let's break the specs down first, and then we'll show you how it fits in the Silky range.
Yeah.
So first up, this saw is sharpenable. So if you're after a handsaw that you can sharpen, yep, this is one.
The next one is it has large teeth. So it has a progressing tooth style. So it starts off with 6.5 and it graduates to 5.5 teeth per 3 mil.
That's right, and the smaller teeth are right next to the handle because, as you know, all Silkies are pull saws. So the smaller ones are next to the handle, and as you get closer to the tip, they get much bigger.
Yeah.
So this is where the grunt comes in that Shenae was talking about earlier.
Yes.
The other thing it has is a special gum rubber that Silky have won awards for, and that's on all of their hand saws, and that's that special rubber that gives superior grip. So if you're after a saw that's really comfortable to hold, that rubber will absorb vibrations, it'll stop you slipping on the handle, and not to mention, we're going to speak about the handle a little later, but it's a fantastic handle, super comfortable and safe.
Yeah, correct. It has the special locking system through here, so if you can't put the
it won't fall out. That's right.
Especially when you've got it strapped to your leg, when you're climbing a tree or something and you somehow end up upside down.
That's right. And speaking of strapped to your leg, this saw comes with leg straps. So
yes.
All Silkies can be attached to the leg or the hip, but this particular one comes with the leg straps, so you don't have to purchase them as an additional item. They are tucked nicely behind the handsaw in its packaging, so that's a great little bonus.
And you have the 2 little slits here as well to weave it through. So.
That's right. So you have that option of those slits Shenae said, and then at the back you also have the belt attachment option that if you don't want you can take off, and if you do, you use that for your belt attachment or the straps on your backpack or any of those kind of attachments.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the other thing this one has is not only does it have a big tooth, but it's got a special style of tooth called a mirumi tooth.
Yes.
And this tooth leaves a super smooth, clean cut. So beautiful cut, really, really good for any trees that might be prone to infection or any jobs where they just require you to give the best possible finish cut. This will achieve it as long as they're big limbs, because this is a big limb cutting saw.
Yes. So it'll feel like it's been slightly sanded. So
exactly.
That's the beauty behind this saw.
Yeah, and it also has the special new coating.
Yes, it does, which is the nickel coating plating. So Silky Saws used to have hard chrome plating, but now it has a nickel chrome plating.
That's right, and we have another video coming out, already has come out, I can't remember now, on that nickel coating. So have a look at that one if you want to know more about why the nickel coating is so special and why Silky are using it.
Yes.
Yeah, now for specs, all Silky Saws, the blades are replaceable, so obviously even though this one can be sharpened, you can also replace it.
Yeah.
As with everything, the scabbard, the handle, the screws, everything is replaceable.
Yeah.
And it also has the hollow grinding on the blade, as all Silkies do, so that reduces the chance of it getting stuck in a cut. and also reduces friction, which is one of the reasons why they are so easy and beautiful to use.
Yep.
So this is no exception. This has that beautiful feature as well.
And also being a hand saw, it has a full tang blade, so the blade continues going on through the handle. And as you can see on the 330, it has a hook at the very end of the blade. So that gives you the confidence, especially when you're cutting up high, that the blade isn't going to slip through the cut. And great for if you have any vines in the way to just quickly knock them off. So
that's a really important point though that Shenae's just mentioned, because so many people tend to just use, I'll use this as a guide, just that center section of the blade. And one of the reasons for that is they don't want to pull the blade all the way through the cut, because it's time consuming to get it back in, and it's a hassle, and sometimes it's just impossible, so you have to start all over again.
Yeah.
So because of that, they tend to just use this center section of the blade, but having this fantastic large hook at the end, it really gives you the confidence to pull that saw as far as you possibly can. And it's one of my favorites. If you've seen the videos we've done on the big brother Sugoi to this, I always say to people, if I want to impress a first time Silky user, I'll grab the Sugoi 360 and I'll say to them, pull it as far as you possibly can, like just keep pulling it until you can't pull it any further. And that forces people to use the full length of the blade. And that hook at the end stops them from pulling out of the cut. But what it means is, because they've got all of those teeth pulling through, they can get through a really big log in like 3 or 4 pulls, and their jaw just drops, because it's amazing. Like, it's the best feeling.
It's so entertaining every time.
So yes, fantastic. And that new feature Shenae was talking about is the shape of the handle here. That gives a really secure locking under the roller of that scabbard, so it's not going to fall out of the case. So really, really cool.
Yeah.
So you're probably asking yourself, why have they made a Sugoi 330? You know that they have made the Zubat 330, the world's most popular hand saw that everybody loves. You know that they have made the Zubat Arborist extra large teeth that has the 5.5 teeth that those wonderful boys in Australia requested. You know they've made that. So you're probably thinking,
why? Why all of a sudden the Sugoi 330?
That's right. It has 5.5 teeth, the same as the Zubat Arborist. So why do we want this? Why do we need this? Well, we're here to tell you why.
Yes, correct.
It fits in really nicely, because this is for those people that want the speed of the Zubat Arborist large tooth saw, but they want it to feel a bit easier to use. Now, the Zubat Arborist has that 5.5 teeth the whole way along the blade.
Yes.
It doesn't have graduating teeth. So this one being a 6.5 tooth to start with and then graduating to the 5.5 means your beginning cut is so much easier.
Yes.
So less resistance, much, much easier to use. The other major benefit is if you hold the Zubat Arborist or the Zubat, they're both the same, next to the new Sugoi 330, you will see that the handles are different.
So you've got the Sugoi has a larger handle opposed to the Zubat. So if you have extremely large hands, the Sugoi will feel a lot more comfortable in your hand and secure as well in your hand when you are pruning.
So it is...
Oh, sorry.
So if we hold the two by the blade, you'll be able to see better. It's about fitting your hand between point A and B here.
Yeah.
And you've got more space in the new Sugoi than you do in the Zubat. And you've also got a bigger kickback. So the kickback at the front and the back is much deeper. So like Shenae said, if you have that bigger hand, you're just going to feel so much more secure and comfortable in the Sugoi over the Zubat. So that's where you might want to choose the Sugoi 330 opposed to the Zubat 330.
Yeah.
And you know, again, you might be debating about the Arborist large tooth Zubat or the standard Zubat. So if that's the case and you've got those bigger hands, this is your new partner in crime.
I like it. In these next pictures, we are comparing the Sugoi 330 and the Zubat 330 handle size on size large bionic gloves. So another benefit to the Sugoi 330 is the kickback at the back. So obviously when you are using this blade saw, you are using the full blade. So this little kickback supports your hand, so when you are pulling back towards you, you have basically your pinky is against this little kickback here to give you the support and the comfort you need when pruning.
Yes. So that's the main specs of this new Sugoi 330. It has the special coating on it to protect it from rust and resin, but we still strongly recommend you clean these blades after you finish using them. Like the lanolin spray, we know it works a treat. So they're just maintenance things that you want to do when you're investing money in these really high quality products. But I think that's about it for talking about them, but let's get into showing you what it's like to use. So we're going to do some demos. Put that in. 16. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video on the brand new Sugoi 330 Tree Tiger handsaw.
Yes, and if you not to miss out on any new products that ATC products and Silky Saws sell or any specs,
yes, subscribe.
Please subscribe. Yes.
And if you want to heckle us or whatever, just leave a comment. You have a great week and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.